no coding skills, no Silicon Valley connections, and absolutely $0 million funding rounds. So how do you actually build a profitable AI business right now, today? That is the exact question we're answering in this explainer. And look, the secret we uncovered by talking directly to founders, operators, and legendary investors, it's totally counterintuitive to all the hype you see on social media. The secret isn't building some fancy new foundational AI model. The real secret, it lies entirely in deploying existing AI.
And this brilliantly illustrates what happens when you deploy it the right way. Look at this number. Samir Vasada, CEO of a company called Vice, took his company headcount from 160 employees all the way down to just 40 over the last 3 years. But wait, here's the kicker. They are actually performing 10 times better from a metric standpoint with 40 people than they ever did with 160. This isn't some pie-in-the-sky futuristic prediction. This is the hardcore reality happening inside real companies right this second.
Section 1, the AI business reality. Let's look at how capital is actually flowing into AI workflows. The numbers we're seeing here are just staggering. Y Combinator, the legendary accelerator behind Airbnb and Stripe, they just bet $36 million in a single quarter strictly on AI agent startups. Just agents. And look at that cohort density. 60% of their current batch is completely AI native. Plus, we're seeing AI content generation startups poised to completely dominate e-commerce by 2026. The massive players are funding the creation of these tools, right? But somebody actually has to deploy them into the real world. And that's where the massive, life-changing opportunity sits for you.
Section 2, zero-cost service models. The absolute best part about this category? No tech stack or initial capital required.
Legendary investor Reid Hoffman laid out the exact strategy for taking an average $60,000 to $80,000 salary and doubling it right now. He pointed out that, hey, companies know they need AI. They know they need it for their supply chain or financial analysis or marketing, but getting existing employees to adopt a totally new workflow, it's incredibly hard. So his specific advice, get proficient in tools in some area and go help others and demonstrate it. In other words, you just have to be findable.
So it's all about execution. Let's mechanically break down the exact 3-step pipeline to land your first AI consulting client, and you won't even need to make a single cold call. First, pick one specific business function you already deeply understand. Marketing, HR, finance, whatever it is. Second, spend exactly 30 days posting real, tangible case studies on LinkedIn. Third, mathematically show the before and after. Show them, hey, this process was broken. Here is the exact cost and time it took before AI, and here is the exact 5-minute resolution using AI. You're not aiming for viral fame here. Your goal is to show undeniable, hardcore proof so paying clients come directly to you.
Now, what's really fascinating here is the total evolution of search. We are shifting from traditional search straight into generative engine optimization, or GEO. Think about it. There are 33 million small businesses in the US heavily relying on paying for Google ads. But today, customers are just asking ChatGPT or Perplexity, hey, what's the best dentist in Austin? The AI isn't recommending the guys paying for Google ads. It's pulling data from Reddit, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And look at the open rates on the bottom row. When customers subscribe to a newsletter via a ChatGPT referral, the open rates hit an insane 80%. That absolutely crushes the standard 40 to 50% average you get from traditional search. Robbie Stein, the VP of product over at Google Search, confirmed exactly how to game this new system. He specifically said, the AI thinks a lot like a person would, invest in your PR. Meaning, if a business gets mentioned in a public directory or a top business article, the AI reads that and uses it as context. By helping local businesses get mentioned in the exact places these AI bots read, you literally control their inbound lead flow. It's a total game changer. Moving to Section 3, local AI agency models. This is where we start solving immediate bottlenecks for brick-and-mortar local businesses. So Mehdi Stanislivsky, CEO of 11 Labs, which is literally the biggest voice AI company on the planet, was recently asked how he would generate $10,000 a month right now, starting from absolutely zero. He pointed out that there is this massive gap between the actual voice agents that exist and people actually deploying them. His direct advice, don't build the tech yourself. Take the existing self-serve voice agents and go deploy them into local doctors' offices or mechanics. And here is perhaps the most brilliant, highly specific acquisition strategy I've seen for this. Step 1, find 20 local dentist or doctor offices on Google Maps. Step 2, call every single one of them exactly during their lunch hour. Step 3, count exactly how many of those calls go straight to voicemail. Step 4, call them back later and pitch the fix.
Say, hey, I counted that you missed X amount of calls today during lunch. I can deploy an AI receptionist to fix that completely for $500 a month. Boom, you set up a couple for free just to get the testimonials, and then you scale the whole shebang. We're also witnessing a complete overhaul in local advertising. Alex Mashrob, founder of an agency doing $200 million a year, pinpointed last June as the exact moment AI native marketing agencies just completely exploded. Look at this comparison. Traditional ad agencies charge thousands of dollars for just a few creative variations a month using clunky incumbent tooling like Adobe. AI native agencies, they bypass those legacy tools completely. They generate hundreds of variations end to end using AI. The result is that they drastically lower the cost for local clients while securing a much higher profit margin for themselves. Section 4, Scalable AI Product Models. Now we are transitioning into the highest leverage software plays. E-commerce brands are literally burning cash right now trying to stay relevant on TikTok Shop and Instagram, and they desperately need user-generated content, or UGC. Just look at the raw math here. A human UGC creator can test maybe 20 creatives a month, and they'll charge anywhere from $150 to $500 per single video. But with AI content generation, you can test thousands of creatives to find the exact winning script, and the cost is less than $500 for the entire batch. So how do you actually secure your first paying subscriber for this? Here is the exact direct outreach execution plan. First, pick a highly visual category like skincare, pet products, or supplements. Step 2, generate 5 sample videos using their existing product images. Step 3, DM the founder directly on Instagram and offer them those 5 samples completely for free. Prove the value up front. Once these see that incredible quality, step 4 is pitching the retainer, 100 videos a month for $3,000. Now let's talk about the ultimate scalable product, vertical AI software. You'll often hear people dismiss this as just a GPT wrapper, but UK Entrepreneur of the Year Daniel Priestley provided the absolute definitive mental model to defend this. He said, LLMs are the new electricity. We can channel this electricity and make a toaster. See, if you just take API access, but you combine it with capturing deep user data, specific powerful prompts, and a highly customized user experience, you're not just wrapping AI. You are building the toaster that is perfectly designed to toast bread. It has standalone value. Section 5, Core Execution and Delivery. Let's detail the operational frameworks and software tools you actually need to pull this off without writing code. All right, here's your exact operational stack. For prompting and dictation, instead of sitting there typing for 2 minutes, use Whisperflow. You can speak complex prompts directly into Claude or ChatGPT in literally 15 seconds, and it seamlessly corrects any mistakes. For app development, use Lovable. You can literally vibe code full applications from scratch, like uploading a resume to instantly generate a LinkedIn profile. And for industry software inspiration, look at Chestnut in mortgage lending or Bitboard AI in healthcare operations. They didn't build new models. They picked one specific workflow, built a cleaner interface than generic ChatGPT, and automated the whole thing. Section 6, Hardcore Review and Action. Time to lock in these operational metrics. Rapid fire review. Let's look at the unsummarized hardcore facts we've covered today. 160 down to 40, that's the exact employee reduction yielding a 10x performance boost. $36 million Y Combinator's quarterly bet strictly on AI agents. 80%, your massive target newsletter open rate via generative AI referrals. $500 a month, the target entry pricing for deploying a local voice AI receptionist. $3,000, the exact retainer pitch for 100 AI-generated UGC videos. And $5 million in annual recurring revenue, the proven revenue ceiling for a highly specific niche AI SaaS tool operating at a 50% margin. Which brings us to the single underlying logic of this entire explainer. Read this carefully. The highest leverage business today isn't building new foundational AI models, but expertly deploying existing AI into localized, outdated workflows. You do not need to be a Silicon Valley research lab. You just need to be the bridge. So I have a direct challenge for you. If you were to replicate one of these exact projects today, whether it's the consultant, the voice receptionist, or the AI ad agency, what is your very first operational step? I want to know your exact execution plan. Drop it in the comments right now so I can personally help you avoid the critical pitfalls everyone else is making. Leave a comment below with your plan. And when you do, it will unlock our complete AI tool checklist and step-by-step mind map so you can start executing immediately. Look, we are living in the most exciting time ever for independent business builders. Pick a model, run that lunch hour test, send those 5 free DMs, and just start building. I will see you in the next explainer.